on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, dance on air. They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good face. Lauren Catherine Manitou, Betty Davis, we love you. Ladies with an attitude, fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike the pose, there's nothing to it.
That was our Madonna, aka Madge, with Vogue, or Vogue, if you want to say it the wrong way. That's what I thought that song was called for a long time. Also, the magazine thought it was pronounced Vogue.
Is that what people call Madonna?
Madge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'd have just thought Madge from Neighbours.
No. Oh, but I see what you mean.
I'm still a bit bitter that that's back.
Are you? Because
yeah.
I made such a fuss about it ending.
We did a big fuss and we had a show about it and everything, and then they just went, oh, it's back.
Paul, Misha Barton, is she not in the return of Neighbours from the OC?
And Guy Pearce.
Oh, is Guy Pearce there?
I think he showed up out of I think he also was a bit irked because he only came back and then he felt the need that he had to come back to wrap up whatever storyline to explain why he now wasn't there.
Yeah, I get you, because they were all meant to move back home, like Kylie and that were all going to move back to Ramsay Street for
forever, and now it had to be explained why they didn't.
All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever been a fan of Neighbours, there are some very weird online-only Neighbours spin-offs that they made themselves that are on YouTube. There's a weird time travel one. Zombie one. There's a time travelling one. There's a lot of jokes in these shows about Carol and Susan.
Yeah.
Dr. Carol and Susan, and what's in the box under their bed and for nobody to look in it, and it's very funny.
About one of these Schmeagles?
Probably. Oh, don't. I get really frightened of the Schmeagle. I don't want a man to live under my bed. Right, back to Robson and Emily. We were talking, gosh, we haven't done any sort of introductory. You're listening to the Ashley Storrie Show on BBC Radio Scotland. I have been paid to be here. This isn't just a random woman who's wandered into the BBC and somehow started talking with her pal, because that would be a laugh, but that's the vibe we're going for. Robson and Emily, we were starting to read your email, and then Paul did this thing with his finger, and I had to hurry up. So, Robson says, hi Ashley and Paul, it's Robson and Emily here. Fashion for us is a bit weird. I, Robson, am listening while wearing Emily's jammies. Yay. They are mine now, and she ain't getting them back. Gets her back for all the hoodies she stole.
Firstly, I mean, we'll get to the rest of it in a minute. Why have you stolen the jammies? Is it the fit? Is it the fabric? Are they comfortable? Why have you stolen them?
I think jammies are unisex. I don't think there's
I don't think necessarily. I disagree.
How so?
Just there's different types of jammies. You're just generalising jammies now. Why are you putting them all into one box?
If jammies are, you said earlier, right, that jammies should only be worn in the house. So anything that can only be worn in the house and isn't for public consumption is unisex. Like I have wigs that I only wear in the house. They're not for ladies or boys. They're just wigs. You know what I mean? No? Okay. Could you please tell her she ain't getting them back so I don't have to? Speaking of trends in fashion, short-lived trend was the flame shirts. You know, the ones with the fire on the ends. I had so many.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like Guy Fieri?
Yeah. Fieri. I had a whole jumpsuit.
Well, I'm calling him Fieri. It's his fault if he wants to try and say that an R sounds like a T.
I had a black jumpsuit with flames on the ankles, flames on the wrists, and flames round the middle at my fattest bit because that's a good look. And it had a cat in the centre. And I wore it to an award show.
That just sounds less like a flame shirt and more just the weirdest outfit ever that you also added flames to. And it's nothing like what Robson is explaining
it's
here.
like it was like a flame shirt, but it was just extruded into a whole jumpsuit.
So it's not a shirt in any way, shape or form.
Well, the
it's
top
just a
half of it
design
was
flames.
shirty. But it looked like that kind of, you know, it was the short-sleeved shirt where the flames were in the same place, apart from also all down my legs, and then there was just a cat right in the middle. I designed it myself.
Yeah, it shows.
Speaking of trends in fashion, short-lived trend, flame shirts, yes. Many a female companion's head were turned on the caravan holidays in the mid-2000s with you and your flame shirts. Also remember Heelys and jelly shoes. The best.
What's a jelly shoe?
A jelly shoe? Did you not have to wear jelly sandals at the beach?
No.
I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I hated them and they made my feet sweat really bad. We'll look up jelly shoes in the next bit. In case Paul is having fun at your expense, Ashley, golf sticks are actually called clubs. I've heard it both ways. We've got messages from Jim in Netherley. This one made me laugh. Ashley, do you know why your Lieutenant Uhura planking didn't work? You needed more power. Jim in Netherley. P.S. My only other Star Trek joke was, how many ears does Captain Kirk have, Paul?
How many years? I know where this is going.
He has 3, the left and right ones, and then the final front ear. Don't feel that sad face. You know it's funny. You know it's gold. Jim and Netherley, I love your jokes. Thank you so much for getting in touch, my friend. He also says, combining your two discussions, do you remember in Still Game, the residents all bought stuff from the catalogues? And Paul, you were talking about catalogues, weren't you?
Oh, I loved reading the catalogue just to read it. You would just go through every single section of it and just
pick a thing from each page that you would buy.
That you would want.
Yes, and you'd have to go through all the. We won't mention the name, but you had to go through the jewellery section first, and it would always be like those jingle jangle clowns, those gold clowns that jingle jangled.
I didn't pick any of that.
Oh, I had to.
I would pick a watch. You would pick a watch.
I had to pick with something from each page of the entire catalogue from this specific shop.
Or like, so in case there was some sort of like Faustian thing where the devil kidnapped you and said, you must pick something from every page or you will die, you already had your answers in place.
No, it's mainly just autism, but I couldn't get to the toy bit until I'd been through all of the other sections of the book, because you have to read a book the whole way through.
But that wasn't autism. Everybody did that.
So everybody else couldn't go to the toy section. They had to go through every other page before they could treat themselves with the toy section. Oh,
you went through
jewellery,
the jewellery
yes.
stuff. You would get the tools and DIY stuff.
Yes, outdoor tents.
You would then check that nobody was watching, and you would go through the lingerie section. Then you would do the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could do the toys and electrical goods.
Oh, so much fun. So much fun. I was always wanting to get board games that I knew nobody would play with me on, but I would look at all the board games and wish that I had friends. I saw a board game you should get.
What?
It's Bluey, and it's like a thing that spins that you have to like hit this thing and it knocks children off a fence. It's a board game about Bluey, and I thought of you because you love Bluey. What? Have you already got 2 of them? Okay. Well, I was right. Do you love it?
Not for me.
Well, I thought you would enjoy it. Other cartoon dogs from Australia are available.
I think we're okay to say that one because BBC are involved in it somehow.
Are they?
Yeah.
I watched a Bluey and I cried because the mum was having a really stressful time, and I felt very, very seen.
What one is that? Because there's quite a lot of episodes where they suddenly realise that a lot of adults watch Bluey, and there's a period of time where it completely flips, and now every episode is for adults, and if the kids like it at the same time, that's good, but it's not for them anymore.
No, it was the one where the mum was going to mum group and all the other mums were better than her.
That's called Baby Race.
Yeah, it made me really, really upset, and I cried quite a lot while I held my dog.
The lesson is, though, you're doing fine.
I held the dog up to the TV because do you know that Bluey's in a palette that dogs can see?
Yeah, you say this every week now when we talk about Bluey.
So exciting. Anyway, my dog loves it. Right, we were talking about songs from films and how big they were at one point. We don't get that anymore. It's all olden days songs now, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and that film that tried to
The thing
be
is,
Guardians of the
these
Galaxy.
films that were the songs from films that came out are now the songs that they're probably going to start playing in these. I no doubt there's probably some film that features a clown superhero jumping about fighting people, and they will play this song.
Yes. Well, will they?
I bet you they would.
Okay. It was originally from a Michelle Pfeiffer film called
Dangerous Minds.
Dangerous Minds, about a white lady who goes into an urban school and teaches the children how to behave.
Don't make films like that anymore, do
Yeah,
they?
for good reason. For good reason, Paul. The whole white saviour teacher thing was an icky subject.
I just mean any sort of film. Like you just don't get a summer blockbuster anymore that's about someone going into a school to teach kids.
Dangerous Minds was like a rubbish version of Sister Act 2.
Yes, mixed with what's the Tom Bergerac film? Berenger, not Bergerac. They're completely different things.
Completely different
Tom
things.
Berenger film, The Substitute.
Mixed with Sidney Poitier, To Serve With Love, which was kind of the same thing. It was a guy going into school, a working class school, and teaching the children how to like behave and to be gentlemen and ladies. And Lulu
That's
was
My
there.
Fair Lady.
No, that's not My Fair Lady.
It's a little
My
bit.
Fair Lady is when 2 creepy old men kidnap a working class woman who sells flowers on the street and teach her how to talk about the rain in Spain, and then take her to a horse race. That's what My Fair Lady's about.
Is she happy at the end of it?
Not really, no. She's just been gaslit into thinking this is good because she's got a clean bed. Anyhow, here is Coolio with Gangster's Paradise.